welcome back for another edition of the How to Jimmy Vegas show. I'm Jimmy Emerson, your host, and I have had an amazing week. So much to tell, but first of all, my show, How to Jimmy Vegas, is part of an all-new online magazine called What's Up.Vegas, and it's What's Up.Vegas, not .com, so don't get confused there. It's right here above me. You can see it. What's Up.Vegas. No. What's Up.Vegas. There we go. Don't use the check mark. Just What's Up.Vegas. And go there and immediately subscribe. You've got to subscribe. You all know how this online thing works. Once you subscribe, you get the offers. And we have so much to offer through the magazine. Tons of free show tickets. We're getting more and more every day to all different shows in Las Vegas. The big ones, the little ones. We have discounts on merchandise, discounts on restaurants, discounts. You name it, it's there. And once you fill out the thing and what you're interested in, we'll send you the offers as part of our What's Up.Vegas family. And when we started all this, we talked about me doing a weekly or bi-monthly show called How to Jimmy Vegas. So that's what we call it. I've lived here for about 40 years now, from Texas originally. A lot of you know that. But being here in Vegas and involved in so many shows, gay, straight, otherwise, it's become my life. And I just love supporting the town that I love so much. So thank you for that. Today, I have a lineup you're not going to believe. Someone I've been trying to get on the show since the beginning, but she's always booked. She's busy. Today, I have the one and only Ada Vox is my special guest. Joining me and Ada will be her husband of 8 years, Alize Brooks, who's also a performer who works everywhere. And a special segment with Mystic Mona. Oh, wow, I can't wait, because she'll be here with her two cohorts in crime, Chris and Rainy Day. Can you believe that? Rainy Day. And Chris, one's a psychic, one's a card reader. The other one does your chart. And they've all interviewed me, so I'll be very excited to see how that turns out. They have a show called 3.Vegas. Is that right? Yeah, 3.Vegas. Not 3, but THRE, 3.Vegas. And go there, and you can see all that. And then, before we move on with the show, I want to do a shout-out to all the clubs here in Vegas that support drag. And it's been around a long time, drag, but these clubs, some are new, some have been around, and they all have a show, and they support the drag community, the gay community, and the one I was just at this weekend, Dust, Las Vegas. It's called Dust. It's on Twain. It's a club that I opened 3 years ago called Jimmy's. And we didn't make it through the pandemic, so we sold the club to an amazing man named Ryan, who's been a guest on the show a few weeks ago. What a great guy. He asked me back to come host a show there, and it was fun it was weird to be back in my old club, but he's kept it up. It's just beautiful. That's Dust, Las Vegas. I was at the Composer's Room recently with my all-new show called La Cage Cabaret. La Cage is a name that's been around for a long, long time, and it's been different versions of it. An evening at La Cage à Faux. We've taken it and turned it into a cabaret full-blown show called La Cage Cabaret, where we can rotate our guest stars each week. So we had our premiere at the Composer's Room this weekend. Composer's Room is not a gay club. It's an entertainers club. Everyone's welcome. And of course, gay people, come on, it's fine. But they let me do the drag show there, and I've already been invited back. I'm very excited about that. Also, other clubs that are very supportive. The Badlands Club is a place over there across from the Composer's Room. Quads, Las Vegas, down there off the Fruit Loop, across from the Gypsy. The Gypsy's been back. Next door, you've got Piranhas, which hosts my best friend Hot Chocolate is there most every night as a VIP host. Larry Edwards, Hot Chocolate. We go way back to Texas days. I tried to get him on the show, but he says, "Oh, I'm shy. I'm shy. Shy my ass. He is not shy." He's been on every TV show, but well, we're going to wear him down and get him on the show. Also, The Garden, and of course, my dear friend Stephanie Danderson, who's been on the show as well. She has her own shop called Into the Looking Glass over on Rainbow and Charleston. Go there if you're looking for drag to get a makeover. She's there for you. And she has her own show every Thursday at the Flex Club, also on Twain, starting at 9:30 every Thursday night, the My Oh My show. All right. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, we're going to be right back with my very special guest. You're in for a treat. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Edgar Alejandro. I'm the co-founder of Rising Again Productions. So we've been here in Vegas producing films for the past couple of years, and we've seen our fair share of studios. We've worked in our fair share of studios, and to be honest, WWDBTV has been our favorite by far. John is so welcoming. The space is wonderful. It's perfect for what we need. We've had rehearsals here. We've had callbacks here. We've had table reads here. So if you're a Vegas creative, or really just a creative coming into Vegas, definitely check out this space. Chat with John. I think you'll find that this studio has everything that you'll need as well.
Well, hello and welcome back to the How to Jimmy show. As you've told, I tell you all throughout my show, keep reminding you to please go to whatsup.vegas. That's the name of our online magazine where we offer all sorts of stories and tea and dirt and information about performers, gay, straight, drag queens, drag bars, fabulous venues around town. There's so many. I'm going to list them later. But I'm thrilled this segment today to have one of my newer friends. I met this performer several years ago, and I've always admired her talent. It's just incredible. A lot of you will know who it is. She's been featured on the American Idol show, season 14, I think it was, or 15, 16. And she just blew everybody away with her voice. Just amazing. And then more recently, she was on a show called Queen of the Universe, which is when I really went, wow, she's still out there. She's still just tearing it up. I am thrilled to death to have with you today, the one, the unique, and the only Ada Vox. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me, baby.
It is my thrill to have you here. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
You look amazing.
Thank you, I know.
I know. I love the hat.
You look just like you do.
You know, I'll take that as a compliment.
I love you.
I like to be comfortable, you know. Years and years I would just wear the cinch and the weight, and I still do once in a while, but wow. We just did a show together recently at the Composer's Room at Commercial Center here in Las Vegas. It's the new rendition, the comeback show called La Cage Cabaret. I was in a show on the Strip, as you know, for 25 plus years at the Riviera called An Evening at La Cage. And we had a cast of celebrity lookalikes. And then we branched out and we did different versions of the show. And now I brought it back as La Cage Cabaret. This way I can rotate the performers. We still love to have the female impersonators that are celebrity lookalikes. Recently we had Stephen Wayne on as Cher and Celine Dion. We had Sammy Gonzalez on as, of all things, Debbie Reynolds. He was wonderful. And his famous Liza Minnelli. And you as our special guest. And you just tore it up. The house just screamed. Thank you for doing that show with us.
Well, of course, I was paid to be there.
I know, right? Did the check clear? I don't know yet.
No, it really is a pleasure. Every time I get to perform with you, I'm filled with nothing but joy, and I feel like I'm appreciated, which is one of the most important things in the industry. You certainly are.
Your voice, you have such a range. It's amazing, and I want you to tell me and the world, just go back to the beginning. When you were a little bitty kid, what got you, first of all, interested in performing and singing? Did you do vocals coaching? Were you just a natural talent? Tell the world.
Well, little Adam, Ada with an M is really all it is. Welcome to my drag name, how I got that.
Okay.
At 8 years old was really the turning point for me. It was the start of a few things. American Idol started airing, if y'all remember when American Idol first started. And that was a huge inspiration for me because at that time, I had just gone into the hospital to have a life-saving emergency brain surgery. Wow. And at that point, my entire life changed. As a young child, I was playing baseball in the church baseball league and playing volleyball, YMCA, all that stuff. Very active, very physically active. Obviously, look at me now. I'm not so active, but
Well,
but you know. Then I had the brain surgery. When I had the brain surgery, I can't play physical sports anymore. I'm not
Right.
allowed to play contact sports. Not allowed to go out, and if I get hit in the head, I could be out and
well,
done.
sure.
Yeah.
Was this something that you were born with, or did you have an
No,
accident?
it's something I had a cyst that started growing very, very rapidly.
Okay.
And it came up at, like I said, I was 8 years old. I want to say there was not even a full month between when they found it
Yeah.
and when I had to have the surgery.
Amazing.
Because of how quickly it
Yeah.
progressed. I was having debilitating migraines.
But you made a recovery,
yeah,
obviously.
and the one thing that is most important to me during that recovery
Right.
is while I was in the hospital, I learned the healing power of music, because my mom, my grandmother, everyone always has a passion for music around
Sure.
me, and my mom would always sing to us to comfort us. And while I was in the hospital, I realized through all the physical pain I was feeling, the one time when I would feel actual healing and peace was when she was singing to me. And
Nice.
that's when I knew that this love of music that I always had potential to be so much more, not just for me, but for others. And I
Wow.
wanted to give that power of healing to other people. And from then on, I just started saying, you know, I really want to be a singer. And I started pursuing it since then. Started at the church choir, went on to singing small festivals, side stages, getting hired to do quinceañeras, weddings, and everything. And now I tour the world.
You certainly do. And you know, you said church choir, and that hits so true with almost every big singer, well-known professional singer. They almost all the time they go back to that church choir, and I guess that's where you really get the vocal training. You sing and sing, it builds your vocal cords and your range.
Well, you see,
Look-
you want to believe that until you realize that was not what my church choir was like.
Oh, okay. Well,
No,
pardon me.
no, but that's-
I know Dolly Parton,
But-
just
but
for
that's the
instance, Dolly.
idea. You
That's
think-
her big story.
Yeah, you
know.
think gospel choir, you think
Yeah.
beautiful singing, and no,
Okay.
this wasn't that. My church choir was a bunch of, I love them, love and adore them.
Okay.
But a bunch of older women who just could not sing.
Wow, that's amazing.
Playing out of tune guitars, and if you have an idea of what our church was like, I was told that I could no longer sing solos or sing in the choir because people would clap after I sang.
Yeah.
And I was told that what I did, making people clap, was disruptive to the sermon, so they kicked me out of the church
Yeah.
choir. And because of that, I lost my connection to the church because my expression was through music.
Well, but you were destined to be a solo artist.
There was something that pushed me from there.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate, but at least
Yeah.
you got that training. Now, did you ever have, besides your church, any like professional coaches or anyone that helped you get because your voice is incredible.
Thank you. So I have been part of what I guess they'd call vocal studios.
Okay.
Which is essentially where you go in, and I started originally with a program called the Network for Young Artists, NIA.
Okay.
And they would take us into a class. It'd be a class of oftentimes 10 people, and he'd just kind of say, okay, do da 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 da. He'd run through scales,
Right.
and then everyone would get up and sing a song. There's no training, but you know, it's like, okay, here's getting your voice warmed up, and now sing a song.
Now sing a
you
song.
know,
There you go.
and what it did was teach you how to sing in front of people.
Right.
And then I went from there to another vocal studio called Best of Both Worlds Vocal Studio.
Right.
Same exact thing.
Sure.
You go, they run you through some vocal warm-ups, and you sing a song in front of the class.
Right.
And it's really teaches you to perform.
Okay.
Formal vocal training I don't have, but I've done lots of my own work to train myself as much
Well,
as I
only
can.
you know what you can and can't
Yeah,
do
yeah,
by
yeah.
experimenting. What was your first professional paid gig where it was like not $20, but like a real professional gig where you've been hired to come and sing and do
Oh
it?
gosh. So I did a lot of those tiny little, when I was a kid.
But you're not very old. I mean, you're like what, 19, 20?
Oh gosh, 17,
17,
18.
okay.
No, I just turned 31.
Oh, it's
so
still
I'm
a
super
child.
old.
You're a child. Okay, go ahead.
But I was taking gigs from a young age, doing weddings, quinceañeras, birthday
Right.
parties. But like you said, $20, $50,
Yeah.
$100 on a good day
Right.
from someone at the church who had
Yeah.
money.
Right.
But my first actual getting paid what I considered regular, decently
Professionally,
then
if you will, yeah.
was I was more like 16. 15, 16. And I started doing smaller things like side stages at festivals.
Sure.
And getting paid to do corporate things.
Right.
And things of that nature after I got discovered doing the smaller stuff, little
Right.
by little stepping stones. So,
Well, now that you've made a name for yourself with the two major TV shows that you've done so much, but now you get calls now to come. I know you do to come. Like I know you were recently. Was it P-Town, Provincetown?
Oh, I haven't been to P-Town for a minute, but baby, I've been all over the place.
Yeah, I know. Where you're in Florida. I'm just drawing a blank. You were traveling Puerto Vallarta.
I was in Puerto Vallarta.
That's right. That's right.
I've been all over the place.
Okay.
I'm back. I'm in Mexico City next week.
Yes.
I'm in Fire Island right after that. I'm in Baltimore, Maryland just before that. Next month I'm in Indiana. I'm in all kinds of.
Well, do you see yourself soon? You know, a little more travel, a little more exposure. The Ada Vox show.
That's always been the dream. It's
Yeah.
always been the dream. The problem is it's expensive.
Oh, of course.
Like,
you need sponsors.
Sponsors.
Absolutely.
And then with what I do, I want to travel with a band. Which
Yes,
is
and
even
you should.
more expensive.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if I'm willing to take that pay cut just yet. But
Oh, listen, and you know what? Any of you out there that know exactly what she's talking about, having a live, even a combo band, is a blessing. Because we all do tracks. You've got great tracks, which is wonderful. But there's nothing better. I'm not a singer like you are. I'm a Broadway belter. I have fun when I sing. But having a live, even just a piano player
Yes.
and a bass and drums, perfect. But if you could add a horn or two and some violins, and even a small orchestra makes all the difference in the world, especially for somebody like me who wants to break away from the music and tell a dirty joke real quick. You don't do that.
Yeah.
You just sit there.
Oh,
and
I
sing.
do that.
Oh,
I
I'd
do
like
that
to see
too.
more of that.
You got to come see me one day when I do my shows in Puerto Vallarta. Those are just like Ada
Yeah.
Vox headlining shows.
Right.
Things that I tour around. I tour around doing theater sometimes, just me and a piano. When I'm lucky, you know.
Yeah.
When I get to headline on cruise ships, I
Nice.
get full. I've had full like small orchestras.
Nice.
And it's just gorgeous.
It makes all the difference.
Yes.
It really does. So what is now, besides you just did the first edition of La Cage Cabaret with us, I'm hoping that we can book this show and move forward and tour with it. I want you to be there.
I'll be there.
If you can, but we'll pay you what we can. We got to get it off the ground. Sponsorship, please. Anyone, we're open. What's up, Vegas? Jimmy Emerson, Ada Vox. We're a team now.
Sponsor, baby, sponsor.
We love to eat, so we can promote any kind of food product that you want. We're pretty supportive of most of the chains, you know, especially if there's free food involved. However, we'll go there another day. Okay, so what is next? I mean, you said you were leaving for Mexico. Mexico City.
I'm about to leave for Baltimore, Mexico City, and New York City. I'm doing them all.
So you're all booked.
Fire Island, New York. Yeah. That's all
Wonderful.
coming up in the next week. Of course, right after my give up for Sin City, America, which is happening on the 19th. So.
And I will be there. Yes, I was one of the producers of the Miss Gay Sin City pageant, and you won last year. So you've been Miss Gay Sin City for the last year. The 19th it is, right?
Yes.
Coming up this Monday, the 19th.
Monday,
At the Hamburger Mary's, right there on Flamingo. What time does the pageant start?
You know, I didn't.
I think it's
I
7.
didn't read that much.
I think
into
it's
it.
7 p.m. You're just the reigning Miss Gay Sin City. You should know. But it's a lot of fun if you get a chance to come see that.
If you love pageantry, it's going to be good. I'll tell you, the contestants I've recruited for this year and been
Yes.
able to kind of pull in to be part of the legacy,
Right.
I'm so proud to have some of them here competing. It
Do
means
we
a lot.
recognize any of them?
Oh, you will. You
Okay.
will. I don't want to out them yet.
No, don't
but-
out it yet. No, the pageant's the 19th. I will be there. I'm not judging, but I'm there as part of the, as one of the helpers, and to support you and all the girls, like I always do. So besides that, you actually moved to Las Vegas a few years ago, right? 2-3 years ago.
I think we're almost on 4 years.
4
I
years?
think.
Yeah.
I think.
I remember when you first moved here, you had called me and said, help me find a place. And I led you as to places, and you have a place. But I heard you and your other half recently bought a home here.
Yeah, we you know, it's one of those things where we decided, why be renting? We had a big beautiful home.
Yeah.
That we were renting though. Why pay so much money to rent?
Own it.
And we
Absolutely.
went ahead and said we can downsize our life a little bit.
Yeah.
Get a smaller thing that we can afford right now.
Sure.
And get something to own and pay it off, finish it
That's
in a
so
few years,
smart.
and then sell it to you as a big
Well,
down
or
payment.
rent it out to somebody else. I mean, that's very smart. Owning
Yeah.
property is about the only thing you could do in this whole world anymore to gain equity and property. I'm so proud of you. And on that note, I know that you have an amazing other half.
Yes.
He is also a performer.
Yes.
I've worked with him several times. He worked at my club when I had the Jimmy's Club here, and he's worked with me at several other places that we've been. He's amazing.
A true showgirl.
He doesn't sing live as much as you do.
No.
But he's here. I understand. He goes by Alize Brooks.
Yes.
Alize, are you there? Let's get her out here. Alize, hello. Somebody cue Alize.
Alize Brooks, it's your cue.
I know she's here. I saw her. So,
there
Alize,
she
come
is.
on, step into the camera here, darling. Come on over. There we go. I'm so. How are you?
I'm good. How are
I
you?
was just in the dirt with your husband here. Now, you two are actually married, or just partners? Or?
We're partners, but we've been saying that we're married because we literally got together the day we met.
Yeah.
Wow.
Almost 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Amazing.
8
Yeah.
years ago in September.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Isn't that something? Well, Alize, your outfit is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Your outfit, that hat is amazing. And here I am comfortable, but that's okay. My boobs are working. Thank you for coming. I'm going to come right back after our next segment. I'm going to interview the two of these. They have got some stories to tell. You are in for a treat. Don't go away. We're coming back with Ada and Alize. Yay!
Hey, Jimmy. I'm planning to go on traveling, and I would love to take you. Do you have any great places to go?
Well, I love to travel. I live in Las Vegas for years now, but traveling for me is fantastic. Sometimes I go all the way to Boulder City.
Ooh, I heard Pahrump is great.
My
this time of
favorite
year.
place, also my favorite vacation spot over the last several years, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Ooh, I've been wanting to go to that.
Well, it's a lot of fun. They have a variety of all sorts of things. The beach is gorgeous, and it's a lot of entertainment there. That's why I love it.
You know what?
So-
You know so much about this. I wish you had your own travel club.
Well, isn't that interesting? Because as luck would have it, we have started the How to Jimmy Vegas Travel Club.
That is awesome.
'cause-
There is an email that if you want to get more information or you have places that you want to go and you want to give us some ideas,
Right.
you're going to travel at whatsup.vegas.
Tell us where you want to go. You want to go to Hawaii? You want to go to New York City? You want to go to Canada? You want to go to Puerto Vallarta or to Cancun? I've been to a lot of these places, and that helps.
It does.
But How to Jimmy Vegas Travel Club is all new, and I'm extremely excited about it. Write to us. What's the website?
At travel at whatsup.vegas. And if you are already getting our newsletter for whatsup.vegas,
Right.
on the bottom of any newsletter, you'll see that there's a travel button. Click on that.
And
If you sign up now before September, it's 50% off.
50% off. That's amazing.
I'm shocked.
Your travel is going to be very reasonable with us, and I know how to travel. We always have a great time, and the more people we get to go, we do group tours, we can do your private tours, whatever you want. Write to us, call us, we'll set it up. I'm very excited about the all-new How to Jimmy Vegas Travel Club.
Absolutely.
And it's found at www.
whatsup.vegas. You can see an ad there too that you could be able to click on as well. If you're
That's
not
right.
with our newsletter, for whatever reason that is, you should definitely be a part of our newsletter.
That's right.
You're going to be missing out. We have all kinds of great things. Don't take that. That's mine.
Well, I was going to say, how are the both of us going to get on this?
I'm just telling you, I'm doing
It's not gonna
travel
happen.
cheap. I'm doing travel cheap. I start there and I got one of these. We'll see where we
I
go.
can't wait to travel with you.
Woo!
And we always have fun. Check it out. And we're back with the How to Jimmy Vegas show, part of the What's Up Vegas magazine. Once again, don't not do it. Go. Sign in. What's Up Vegas. What's Up Vegas. Say it, girls.
What's
up,
up, Vegas?
And immediately subscribe. And you'll be glad you did, because we give away a lot of stuff. Free show tickets, gifts, prizes, discounts to everything in town. You know what I mean? And just do it. Okay, we're back. I just had the privilege of chatting with my good friend Ada Vox, and now we brought your partner on, who we have also worked together a while. And you were a guest on my show a few weeks ago.
Yes.
It was fun to have you there. Remind everyone, this is Ada. I'm sorry, you're Ada. Alize Brooks
Yes.
is your stage name.
Yes.
Yeah, and you've worked a lot. You've been doing this for a while too.
I've
When
been
did
doing-
you start?
I started about 12 years ago back home in Texas, where
Okay.
me and both Ada are originally from.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
from Texas. You know that.
Yeah, Texas girl.
I started back home in Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi.
Corpus
Very
Christi.
good. Corpus. Yeah, that's more like Mexico, but still.
Yeah, basically. Basically.
No, Texas. Texas is a good springboard. You know, personally, I love my Texas friends and my roots
Yeah.
there and all that. But when I moved to Vegas, I just love it here. I just it fits my style. You know, I could do what I want to do here, and the weather is not as bad as people think. You know, it's a dry heat.
Yeah.
But when it's mild here, it's glorious.
Yes.
So tell us again, where have you been working lately? I know we did a show not too long
Yeah,
ago.
we just did a show not too long ago at Dust. I'm working at, Dust Las Vegas. I do shows pretty much everywhere.
Now, the Dust is the club that I used to own a couple of years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
And this wonderful man from Springfield, Illinois,
Mm-hmm.
owns Poppy's Pizza, I think he call it. Ryan Bandy
Yeah.
bought the place and has transformed it a little bit. We had totally redecorated it, and then we had pandemic. That's my sad story. But I'm so thrilled somebody as wonderful as Ryan came in and took it over and kept it as a performance bar. And they have shows practically every night of the week. And I recently was yesterday? Yeah. We did the brunch show. I filled in for Ginger Grant, who's the regular host for brunch, and we had a great time. And I just wanted to give the shout out to Dust, 855 East Twain. You're welcome, Ryan. And we'll be doing stuff there together. I'm sure we will very soon. Yeah, he's asked me to come back and do stuff. It feels like going back home, so that's good for me. Anyway, you were talking. I interrupted. Go ahead.
I perform there at Dust. I'm pretty much doing shows, everywhere really.
Sure.
It just really depends on the day and the time. I perform at Phoenix, Badlands. I'm pretty much everywhere all over.
Well, I'm going to
Vegas.
mention those places. In my show, I try to bring up the show bars in town. And we have a few, like you just said, Phoenix.
Yeah.
They have a show 4 or 5 times a week.
4 or 5 times a week, yeah.
The Dust, like I said, and there's the Queen, Las Vegas. Have you worked there yet?
Yeah, I used
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
And the Garden, they do shows. Help me out. Hamburger Mary's, of course.
Hamburger
That's where
Mary's,
your
yeah.
pageant's coming up.
Yeah.
And that's nice that Vegas has several gay
venues,
gay bars that feature drag shows, because it's really around the country. If you've noticed, there's a lot of drag brunch has become a big thing everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not just at gay clubs, at restaurants, gay straight bars. You know, there's something about the drag brunch that brings people out. You know, you get asked to do a lot of drag brunches. I do,
Yeah.
and you do. I know you're.
Yeah.
in.
Oh, I love a daytime gig. I like to be in bed by 9 o'clock. So
And that is so rare too, because a lot of the shows, as you know, we've been through them all, start at midnight or whatever. You go,
I've had shows at 2 a.m. before.
well,
And it's just, no, baby.
in the old days of Vegas, way before you were around, you're only 30-something. So
Yeah.
I'm talking, I was already here 30 years
Well,
ago.
you're only 30-something.
That's right. It's hard to believe. I started at age 4. Anyway, no, my first gig here was at the Mint Hotel downtown with a drag show called Flamboyant Folly with Boy. And we had 3 shows a night. 7, 9, and 3 a.m.
Ooh.
3 a.m. and it was packed. They were all drunk as hell, but it wasn't.
But people were there.
So anyway, no 3 a.m. shows.
No.
I hope those days are over. At least.
As long as the checks are clear and I'll be there.
You know what?
But I don't want to be.
I can always wake up, get ready, go back home, and go to bed. That's fine. All right, I want to get right to it. The two of you've been partners now. You claim to be married. You haven't actually done it yet.
No.
But you act like a married
We've
couple.
been living together since the day we met.
Very good. And that was, you said 12 years ago? So?
8 years. 8
8
years.
years ago.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. And you met in Texas?
Yes, in
Okay,
Texas.
talk. Just tell everybody.
So we met in Texas. Alize heard about me after I won my very first title as Miss Gay Corpus Christi US of A at large. And then she asked me to come out and perform and do your makeup, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Nice.
For your birthday show. For your birthday show.
Yeah.
Right after I won the title. And this one didn't think I was going to show up.
Oh, really?
Because she wasn't offering any pay and was wanting me to show up as a title holder from San Antonio, an entirely different city, to come down, do her makeup, and perform and host, I think, or did I end up
I was
hosting?
supposed to host, but you ended up hosting because
Yeah.
I didn't want to last minute.
So all of this,
lied.
all of this happened, and he didn't think I was gonna show up. So this hooker was.
Tell us how you really feel.
I was in town driving, trying to find the dang house.
Sure.
He lived on one of those streets that's like split in half. So it's like half the street and then like a major intersection,
Yeah.
and then the street's like on a whole other 5 minutes down the way the street
Oh,
continues.
Lord. Okay.
And I was on the total wrong half of the street, not realizing that was a thing. And I was like, I can't find your damn house. And I was broke at the time. And my phone service was cut out. So I had to keep driving back from that street to the McDonald's to catch Wi-Fi and send a message to this hoe that wasn't answering. And be like, excuse me, I'm trying to find your house. I drove 2.5 hours to be here for free, and you're not answering. And that went on for a
Evidently,
while.
she finally answered.
Evidently. And then I showed up. This one came out outside the house naked. Basically, you're wearing booty shorts and no shirt, nothing,
Yeah.
or something like that. And he was like,
Sounds
oh,
about
wait,
right.
hey, wait a second. We had literally never met. That was the first time we met.
I'll be damned.
And that's the impression this one left, and I still got with her.
Well, those shorts
I
must
was
have looked pretty
desperate.
good. Huh?
She was down and out, hard times.
Okay. We are not a family show, so let it out. It's fine. So that was the original story. That's great.
Yeah, and we went through a lot from that moment onwards.
So you started out both kind of broke. Like I've been there. I have the same similar story, but older. But that's where you go, and then you focus what you want to do. You were talking about how you got to be a professional singer, and all the little things that took to do that. And you're 8 years now. That's a long time for a gay couple, for any couple, really. So I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for both coming on today and talking about your lives. And we're going to go Lacage Cabaret.
Yes.
Lacage Cabaret. And I love having friends like you on my side. I know we're going to make it a success. We're going to travel and tour and rotate. Hopefully, you'll be on a cruise ship. We'll be at a resort, and then we can swap, and you can be, I'll be on the cruise ship, and you can go to the resort, and you can always be the special guest.
Yes.
It's all been arranged. All right, we want to thank you again, Alize Brooks,
Yes.
Ada Vox. Keep tuning in. You'll find out where they are. We're going to put your information up on the screen here so that you can see. You have a website?
I do.
Let's hear
It's
it.
AdaVoxOfficial.com. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure. Google it.
It's either AdaVoxOfficial.com or OfficialAdaVox.com.
She's dyslexic. What's she gonna do? And you have a website?
I do not. No.
You have a Facebook page?
I do have a
though.
Facebook page.
Yeah,
yes.
Alize
Whitebrooks.
Lordsbrook, right?
Alize Whitebrooks.
Alize.
Whitebrooks. Like
Why?
York.
Oh, why?
The
Like
letter-
that's right. Okay.
Not Alize Y, bro.
Brooks.
Why?
She says, what do you mean? Why are you
Why not
asking me?
stream or river? I mean, really. You guys, we could talk all day. I love you both. Thank you so much. Hey, stay tuned and keep watching the How to Jimmy Vegas show on What's Up Vegas magazine. Subscribe. These two bitches will be on there. And we'll have them back very soon. I want to thank all the people connected with the magazine that make this show happen every other week. Go, tune in, watch it, and we'll be back. Thank you, ladies.
Bye. We love you.
I love you too. One of our sponsors here at How to Jimmy Vegas is the incredible Dark Lady Gypsy. She's my personal friend. Tracy Fawn is her name, but she has registered the name Dark Lady Gypsy. The word gypsy, who you think a lot of people have claim to, she has been doing this for over 35 years. She is truly has an insight as a psychic that I've never seen, and I've met and known a lot of psychics. Please do yourself a favor, get a hold of Dark Lady Gypsy and have her, you could talk to her. She'll do a tarot card reading. She'll do a reading with you on the phone. She does horoscopes. She's the top of the line when it comes to psychic readings. And she's very affordable, and she's my dear friend, and I trust everything she said. She's helped me a lot in my career, and I hope she helps you with yours. Dark Lady Gypsy. All right, that was my show today. Wow, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I had a great time. My mind blown. Honestly, I can't believe what I just experienced. I want to thank my guest, Ada Vox. Thank you. The amazing Alize Brooks, her partner, and of course, Mystic Mona and the girls from 3.Vegas, THRE.Vegas. Go there. I was blown away. Anyway, I want to thank all the people that make this show happen every other week from What's Up.Vegas. Go there, subscribe. And they help produce the How to Jimmy Vegas show. And especially John Stiles, who lets us use his studio every other week. Thank you, John. That's WWDBTV.com. John has his own show called Doing It With Style. Thank you again. And Damon, Lynn, Debbie, all you gals, I couldn't do it without you. Love you. I'll see you next time.